I never believed in love at first sight until I met Lila in that crumbling, abandoned house on Blackthorn Lane. It was supposed to be a stupid dare, a way to kill a boring Saturday night in our sleepy little town. But what happened in that house changed me forever, and now I'm not sure if I'm in love with a woman or something else entirely. This is my story, and I'm begging you to read it to the end, because I need to know. Is she real, or am I losing my mind? It was October 2023, and my friends Jake, Sarah, and Mia were obsessed with urban exploration. They'd drag me to old factories, crumbling churches, anywhere with a creepy vibe. I'm not brave like them. I'm just Ethan, the guy who tags along to avoid being called a coward. That night, they picked the Blackthorn House, a decaying Victorian mansion on the edge of town. Locals swore it was haunted. Whispers of a woman who died there in the 1800s, her lover's name carved into the walls. I thought it was all bullshit. I was wrong. The house loomed like a skeleton against the moonlit sky, its windows like empty eyes. Jake led the charge, flashlight in hand, while Sarah and Mia giggled nervously. I trailed behind, my stomach twisting. The air inside was thick, like breathing through wet cloth, and the floorboards groaned under our steps. We explored the ground floor, rotting furniture, peeling wallpaper, the usual haunted house cliches, until Jake found a staircase leading to the attic. "Let's see if the ghost lady's up there," he said, grinning. I wanted to leave, but Mia grabbed my arm. "Come on, Ethan, don't wuss out now." So up we went. The attic was a maze of cobwebs and shadows, with a single cracked mirror leaning against the wall. That's where I saw her. Lila. She wasn't a ghost, at least not at first. She was real, flesh and blood, standing in the corner like she'd been waiting for us. Long black hair, pale skin, and eyes like storm clouds. She wore a simple white dress, out of place in the dusty attic, but she was breathtaking. My heart stopped, and not just from fear. "Who the hell are you?" Jake demanded, his flashlight beam shaking. "I'm Lila," she said, her voice soft but steady. "I live here." "Live here?" Sarah scoffed. "This place is a death trap." Lila smiled, and it was like the room got brighter. "It's home. I saw your lights and thought I'd say hi." Mia, ever the skeptic, grilled her. Lila said she was a drifter, squatting in the house while she figured out her next move. She was charming, disarming even, and soon my friends were laughing, the tension gone. I couldn't stop staring at her. There was something about her eyes, too deep, too knowing, but I was already hooked. We left the house that night, but I couldn't shake Lila from my mind. The next day I went back alone. Lila was there, sitting on the porch like she'd been expecting me. We talked for hours, about music, dreams, the way small towns suffocate you. She had this way of listening, like every word I said mattered. I told her things I'd never told anyone, like how I felt invisible in my own life. She touched my hand, her fingers cold but gentle, and said, "You're not invisible to me, Ethan." I was falling hard. Over the next few weeks, I visited her almost every day. The house didn't seem so creepy anymore. It was our place. We'd sit in the attic, sharing stories, sometimes kissing under the flickering light of a candle she'd found. She never left the house, which was weird, but she said she wasn't ready to face the world yet. I didn't push her. I was too in love. My friends noticed the change in me. "You're obsessed, dude," Jake said one night at the diner. "She's hot, sure, but living in that creepy house, something's off." "She's just private," I snapped. "You don't get her," Sarah frowned. "Ethan, we looked her up. There's no record of a Lila anywhere in town. No social media, no nothing. Don't you think that's weird?" I brushed them off. They didn't understand what we had. But deep down, their words gnawed at me. Lila never talked about her past. And when I asked, she'd change the subject with a smile or a kiss. And then there were the little things, the way her shadow didn't always match her movements, or how the air around her sometimes felt too still, like time itself was holding its breath. One night, I brought her a gift, a silver necklace with a heart pendant. She loved it, but when I tried to clasp it around her neck, she flinched, like it burned her. "I'm allergic to silver," she said quickly, but her eyes darted away. I let it go, but the unease grew. Then there were the dreams. Every night I'd dream of the Blackthorn house, but it was different, alive, pulsing with a dark energy. Lila was always there, her eyes glowing faintly, whispering words I couldn't understand. I'd wake up sweating, my heart racing, but I couldn't stay away from her. She was my addiction. Things got stranger when I found the carving. It was in the attic, hidden behind a pile of boxes. Lila and Thomas, forever. The wood was old, weathered, like it had been there for decades. When I asked Lila about it, her face went blank. "It's just an old story," she said. "The woman who lived here, she loved a man named Thomas. They were happy until they weren't. What happened? I pressed. She looked away. He left her. She died alone. Her voice was so sad I didn't push further. But that night I Googled the Blackthorn house. The results were sparse, but I found an old newspaper article from 1897. A woman named Lila Hawthorne had lived there, engaged to a man named Thomas Reed. She'd died under mysterious circumstances after Thomas disappeared. The article included a grainy photo. The woman in it looked exactly like my Lila. I told myself it was a coincidence. People can look alike, right? But my gut screamed that something was wrong. I confronted Lila the next day. I showed her the article on my phone, my hands shaking. "Who are you, really?" She stared at the screen, her face unreadable. Then she laughed, but it was hollow. "You think I'm a ghost, Ethan? That's ridiculous." "Then why do you look like her? Why do you never leave this house?" She stepped closer, her eyes locking onto mine. "Because I'm scared, okay? The world out there, it's cruel. This house is safe. You're safe with me." Her words felt like a spell, pulling me in. I wanted to believe her, so I did. We kissed, and for a moment everything felt right. But then I noticed the mirror behind her. My reflection was there, but hers wasn't. I stumbled back, my heart pounding. "Lila, what the hell?" She grabbed my wrist, her grip icy. "Don't leave me, Ethan, please. I need you." I ran. I didn't look back until I was out of the house, my breath ragged in the cold night air. I told myself I'd never go back, but I did. I couldn't stay away. Lila was in my blood, my dreams, my every thought. I went back the next night, and she was waiting, her eyes softer than ever. "I'm sorry I scared you," she said. "I'm just different. But I love you, Ethan. Isn't that enough?" I wanted it to be enough. We fell back into our routine, but the house felt darker now, the shadows thicker. My friends stopped talking to me. They said I was lost to her. I started noticing things, scratches on my arms I didn't remember getting, whispers in the walls when Lila wasn't around. One night, I woke up in the attic with no memory of how I got there. Lila sitting beside me, humming a song that felt older than time. I started researching the house obsessively. I found more stories, people who'd gone missing after visiting Blackthorn Lane, all of them men, all of them in love with the mysterious woman. The locals called her the Bride of Blackthorn, a spirit who lured men to their doom. I didn't want to believe it, but the evidence was all piling up. Then I found the journal. It was hidden under a floorboard in the attic, its pages brittle and yellowed. It was Thomas's, dated 1897. He wrote about Lila, his Lila, how she'd changed after they moved into the house. She'd become distant, then possessive, her eyes glowing in the dark. The last entry read, "She's not my Lila anymore. I think she's something else. If you find this, run." I confronted Lila again, the journal in my hands. "Are you her, the Bride of Blackthorn?" She didn't deny it this time. Her face shifted, not physically, but like a mask slipping. Her eyes glowed faintly, and the air around her crackled. "I loved Thomas," she said, her voice echoing with something ancient. "And I love you. But love isn't enough, is it? You always leave." The room grew cold, the shadows twisting into shapes that weren't human. I backed toward the door, but it slammed shut. Lila stepped closer, her form flickering like a bad TV signal. "Stay with me, Ethan. Forever." I don't know how I got out. One moment I was trapped, the next I was outside, the house silent behind me. I haven't gone back since, but I can't escape her. She's in my dreams, my reflection, the corners of my vision. My apartment feels wrong now. Objects move when I'm not looking, and I hear her voice whispering my name at night. I'm writing this because I don't know what to do. I love Lila or whatever she is, but I'm terrified. My friends think I'm crazy, and maybe I am. I've tried priests, psychics, anyone who might help, but nothing works. Last night I found the necklace I gave her on my pillow, even though I left it in the house. The heart pendant was engraved with a new word. Forever. If you've heard of the Blackthorn house or the bride, please tell me what you know. How do I break free? Or is it too late? I can feel her watching me, even now, as I type this. I don't think she'll let me go. I went back to the house. I know it was stupid, but I had to see her one last time. The house was empty, silent, like she'd never been there. But in the attic, I found something new. A fresh carving in the wall next to Lila and Thomas. It said, "Lila and Ethan, forever." I'm back home now, but I don't feel safe. The lights flicker, and I swear I see her in the mirror. If I don't post again, please, someone, check the Blackthorn house. Don't let her take anyone else. I'm writing this from my apartment, or what's left of it. The walls are scratched with her name, Lila, etched in jagged lines that appeared overnight. I haven't slept in days. Every time I close my eyes, I see her, her glowing eyes whispering, "Forever." I tried burning the journal, leaving town, even praying, but nothing stops her. She's in my head, my reflection, my soul. Last night, I found the necklace again on my pillow, the word forever pulsing like a heartbeat. I went back to the Blackthorn house, desperate to end this. The attic was empty, but the mirror showed her standing behind me, smiling. I smashed it, screaming her name, and the shards cut my hands. That's when I saw it. My reflection wasn't mine. It was hers, Lila's face wearing my skin. I'm not Ethan anymore. I don't know what I am. If you see me in town, smiling too wide, don't come near. It's not me, it's her. And she's looking for you next.